many pretty flowers. Do sunflower. If I want anything and big, let's not do that. The costliest flower was, I did not buy it. Popped an idea to why just sunflowers? I need like an ombre pink effect. Hi everybody, I'm Bhavna Kumar. Welcome to my brand new video. So today's video is how I created like a mini garden for my birthday self-portraits. So I'm a person who loves taking self-portraits, photos, everything, and creating like creative backdrop theme. And every birthday I make it as a ritual to take self-portraits with my pretty dress and some sort of theme or backdrop. So in this video I'm going to show you what I did this year, so let's get into the video. So the first is my vision. The one thing I wanted something related to sunflower, and then I was like, I need sunflower around me or at the back. That was my vision, that I wanted sunflower. I first thought either we can keep like original flowers or artificial flowers, or in the end I thought let's do the digital print of sunflower and then keep it in the back and take pictures with that. So the first I searched for artificial sunflowers because I thought it would be cheaper. So I called a lot of wholesalers. Now they didn't have the size that I wanted, and they had smaller size, and some were also asking for a higher price, which I did not want. Then I striked out artificial flowers. I think 1 or 2 whole days I was behind dealers talking for sunflowers, but I did not get much of leads. I was getting few dealers who were out of city, like away from Chennai, and I didn't have that much time to talk to the dealer and they'll send it. I didn't have that much time. Backdrop. Let's talk about the printed backdrop. I wanted that was my last option. I thought let's do like a matte finish sunflower printed backdrop. Now again, the charges for the printing charges were too high. I don't want a small banner, but I wanted a little big. Now I am a person, if I want anything, I want like proper and big ones that I can use in n number of ways. But I felt that the charges for printing were too high. Let's not do that. So I thought, okay, let's go with natural sunflower. Now I thought I'll buy 2 set of sunflowers, that is two bunch from the wholesaler, and I'll use them for the pictures, and after that if I want more sunflowers, I'll add it in the post production, that is editing of the picture. So now I've decided what vision I have. I kind of wanted to see how it looks, how my vision looks. So I did a prompt to ChatGPT that this is the thing, this is the outfit, this is the backdrop I'm thinking. Every prompt I gave, and it created image for me, which was very pretty. So in that way I got an idea how the sunflowers will look in a way that I want. So I'll pop up the pictures that ChatGPT gave me. Now let's talk about the outfits. 2 outfits that I ordered from Savannah were a baby pink one and the blue one. So the pink one looked a little fluorescent and I did not like the vibe of the dress. The second dress was this baby was the powder blue dress, which kind of looked nice and flat, and I feel that I have become a little bulky this way, so the pink dress was not suiting how it was fitting my dress, so I thought I'll just go with the blue one. Now coming to the backdrop, I wanted like a tan backdrop, like a nude color kind of thing for my backdrop. I have seen with my photographers they have the sheet one, and I always feel that for my skin tone, that specific color, the one I've seen with my photograph, that suits well. So I thought, why not just invest in a paper backdrop that I'll use n number of times. But obviously it was going out of my budget and that was too costly right now for me to invest. So I thought, okay, what is the next option? The next option was the cloth material. I have like a set of 5 backdrops that I bought like 5-6 years back in cloth material in blue, white, green, grey and colors. So I searched on Amazon, I got the tan color that I wanted. It looked great on the website. I ordered it, the size that I wanted, and it came, and the backdrop color was amazing, and it also came in a pouch. I like the backdrop, so now the backdrop was sorted. Now it's time for the flower shopping. So it was on my birthday. I told my friend, let's go early in the morning to the main flower market in Chennai, the best and the main flower market, that is Coimbatore in Chennai. And before that itself, I have seen a lot of videos where to buy flowers in Coimbatore market, specifically in that market which shop to buy. The lilies, sunflowers, there were only few dealers in that whole market. Other than that, there were the common flowers, the mini roses, the marigold, that you will get. But these fancy flowers, let's call them fancy flowers, you get to two dealers, and from that there was this one dealer who was the main supplier. I found out this video. If I remember the shop name or number, I'll put it here for Chennai people. If they want, they can go get it for their functions easily. You can go ask him, bargain a little bit, and get it for your main function. So we went early in the morning around 7 o'clock. We reached within 20 minutes, and then we went inside. Searching the shop was a little difficult because once you enter, it's all the normal flowers, and this shop is a little backside, but somehow we reached it. And the place is very soggy mud you get there, so you make sure you're wearing like proper slippers for that. Don't wear fancy chappals or anything. So we went there, we got the shop. Now I was getting around 5 to 6 sunflowers at that time, and there I could also bargain. And then I told him, do one thing, see, I don't mind getting old sunflower, as in these flowers stay for 1 to 2 weeks freshly in your house. So I said, even if you give me the sunflowers that are little old, say 2-3 days back, I'm ready to buy it, but give me in a cheaper price. So he was like, okay. So we had to go to his godown where he keeps most of the flowers. So I was like, okay, let's go. And I also saw tulips. I was in love by looking at the tulip, but the costliest flower was tulip in that place, and one tulip costed around one strand of tulip costed around, I think, 300 rupees, and it was such a good quality. I'm telling you, I fell in love with it, but it was too costly. I did not buy it. So we went to the godown. So there's this one person who took us literally inside of the godown where there were old flowers. We were going, I saw a lot of flowers, literally so many flowers which were like 1 day, 2 day, 1 week old, and I was just looking at them. Then popped an idea to me that why just sunflowers? Why just sunflowers? I thought, let's take another type of flowers as well and use them. So I searched what all flowers he has. I asked every flower's rate. Obviously you do not buy one flower there, you have to buy a whole bunch. So I asked every flower bunch rate, and then I bought according to it. So I got lilies, amazing price. Lilies, sunflowers, I don't know half of the flowers name, but I'll try to tell you. I also got the purple flowers, and then I got roses. Roses were so cheap from the normal you get in the local store. I wanted the one which was like a blush pink. It was having like an ombre pink effect, which I loved looking at it, and it was not like properly bloomed. It was a little bud kind of thing which looked amazing. So I got that, and I don't remember what all flowers I got. I got everything. I went to the owner and I said, see, these are 1 or 2, 3 weeks back flowers. Tell me the proper rate that you can give. So he told me a certain rate, but bargaining with him was very tedious job. Like, I bargained less, but I had a friend with me. He bargained so well, so we got it from a less rate, and then they properly packed it and gave me like a handbag. I'll show you the video how I got it. We sat in the scooter nicely holding, and I came home. Happy with the purchase. So if you're a Chennai person and you want to give your family members or someone flowers, this is the best thing. Go in the early morning, buy these flowers. If you don't want to invest in that paper kind of thing bouquet, just go buy there, wrap it, or take it to some local vendor and try to get it wrapped. In Swiggy you get it so costly, and then a local shop, I see that they also charge a little bit. So if you live close by to Coimbatore and you think you can do it, you can go there, get so many flowers, so many pretty flowers. This is a very good experience. Now next thing was the setup plan. Now this is an extra step that I always do before doing the shoot or starting, my stammering, before every shoot I make sure to plan few things. It's an extra step I do so that I'm a little managed and planned while doing the shoot. So I'm going to show you. I have this whiteboard. I don't think you can see or know, but usually what is the theme I write, outfit what I want, and then the jewelry that I'm going to wear, that I make sure so that it's properly from my head to it's there when I need it. And then prop I write like flowers, or if there's any, then backdrop I have written this so that I can sort easily. Here you see it's all the pose ideas and how I want the flowers in each poses, or if I want to try different placements of the flowers. So the very first one is, I'll show you for example. I don't know if you can see. This is the first one. It's a simple, the ChatGPT one we saw. It's a backdrop. I want my flowers and I want to sit. This is the most simplest plan. This was my initial plan. So others were just idea how I want the flowers to be. If I can move the flowers, I can do that. So those were the things. And pose. The one more thing is about posing is that I'm a good poser. I can tell that. The one thing I'm confident about in life is posing. I can do amazing posing. So if you give me even one prop or put me in front of the camera, I can do amazing poses. I can be in that moment. So I'm very confident about that. But still, I also put few pose ideas. I literally draw like a stick man kind of thing for poses. If I want some extraordinary poses or a different one or normal basic poses, I just put it down here so that while shooting, suddenly if I freeze or I'm distracted or any kind of thing, I just look at it and then get an idea. So if you're a person beginner in poses, or you don't know what to pose, or you're just confused, you can put 5-6 poses like this thing beforehand, and then you can just see or just check mark, tick mark it, and then pose. In that way, even if you try that one pose, you will get 2-3 with that action. So I do this, I follow this, and it works amazing. I don't know where I'm gonna take this gyan, who's gonna like this gyan, but this is what I do. So the planning is done. Now comes the actual practical setup. So I got all the jars that I had in the house and anything that looked similar or could carry the flowers. And when I was setting up the setup, it was very difficult. I thought it would be easy, I just have to put it behind. But in my mind, I thought I'll put each and one flower like this, but every jar is of different size. How will you put that? And sometimes the jar would just fall off because the stem is too tall and it was just not setting. And if I have a jar, I have water, and then I place the flower, but it was bending and I wanted straight. For straight, I needed something, and my mind, I tried everything that I have I used everything that was in my house, and I was not just getting what I wanted. So I thought, okay, let's modify this plan, let's modify this setup. What I did was I took all the jars, whatever I had, n number of things. I even had like water bottles with me. So I thought, okay, I'll sit in the middle. Let's just not put it behind, let's put it like this, both side and then at the back. So what I did, all the single jars, I put it like a mixture of 2-3 flowers in that, only 2-3 flowers and water, so it will stand. So I had like 5 to 6 jars over here, or water bottle, and 5 to 6 over here. For behind, what I did was I also used a small fish tank. For behind, I had the long the rectangular one glass fish tank. I had that. Then I remembered that I have a little bit of sand in my house. My mom told me to throw it away, but I thought someday kuch to it will work, and I got that sand. What I did, I put it in the fish tank, and then I placed flowers. So that way behind the flowers I wanted, they stood nicely because of the sand. Now I can't put sand in these jars because I didn't have that much sand. So I thought, okay, let them be however direction they want, but at least they look like they're around me. and I can also change it however I want. So behind in the screen drawer I had put my backdrop, and then I had placed this, made sure like I have this rough kapda, like ghar ka kapda that you use to wipe things, right? I kept 2-3 around me because I knew if I start doing poses there might be chances that my hand will touch here or something will fall and the water will spill. So I had that. I don't know how, but I thought of it and I kept it. So now come to the posing part. So I started posing. I'm going to show you the BTS, and actually a lot of times my hand hit the jars because I wanted to do like good nice poses. So I was literally hitting few jars and the water would spill, and I would take that cloth and put it there. So my backdrop was also getting wet, but I managed to click some crazy pictures. I'm so proud of it, and I also got some good videos. I've already posted the pictures. So this was shot back in last year September, but I'm making this video now. But yeah, I'm gonna show you all the pictures, all the BTS first. So now I'll show you all the pictures. These pictures are edited. I'm going to show you the original as well as the edited one so you can see. So while taking the pictures, I use my phone as controller. I take a lot of pictures in the timer using the control from my phone or iPad. And sometimes what I do, I just click the recording button. I do the poses, or I just move around however like a wave I want, and I then take screenshots from it and then I edit it. For edit I mostly use the Snow app. I don't know a lot of people use it or no, but I use that app, and if needed I use the Snapseed, but most of the times I avoid Snapseed because I think everything works in Snow as well. Yeah, in Snapseed, if I have a very big pimple or very weird patch, I try to use Snapseed. But if I have pimples, I don't hide it or clone it. Only if like something weird that is showing up on my face, I use the Snapseed. Other than that, I'm sorted with the Snow app. I do not pay any premium for that. I use the basic Snow free version of the Snow app. Okay guys, so that's it for the video. This was my mini garden setup for my birthday self-portrait shoot. I hope you guys like this video, got some little inspo that you can try out. If you try out, do tag me and let me know. And what about the pictures? Did you like it? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bye.